Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. And this video is gonna be special. It's something we are
Every
really
time.
passionate about.
Yeah.
If there's
Eh.
one person I've hate watched my entire life, is this guy.
Actually,
And
now,
it's a good time to be his hater.
true, that's true. Every 2 years, we get a special from P.S. Morgan.
PS Morgan.
Whenever, I think Ronaldo, he waits like 2 years, he piles all the information he wants to talk about.
Yeah.
I think every night he messages P.S. Let's talk about this. This will be a nice, because there's like embarrassing shit that they talk about every time.
Yeah. And I think to be in PS Morgan, I think he gets that side of of Ronaldo out of Ronaldo. I'm just glad Messi doesn't go on to his
And he does not
his,
understand English. I'm
yeah,
glad,
that's-
because
that's
otherwise,
the
I'm sure there would be so
constantly
many
being asked
TikTokers and
compared.
everyone who would call Messi on his like podcast and then
Yeah, and every 2 years the same memes come out with Ronaldo having that backpack saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go tell PS Morgan about that." But yeah, I think we'll have a lot to say and we'll get our thoughts out.
one question I already know that
Yeah.
he asked him like who is a better looking footballer, you or Beckham? Anyways, let's
Let's get into it. Yeah.
The Ronaldo Piers Morgan interview is just a gift that keeps giving.
Do you believe you've earned the right to be considered the greatest of all time?
Of course. I
How
don't
many
want to be
times
humble. It's a fact.
When these two guys sit down to talk, it's basically just a therapy session branded as journalism. Piers asks him all these questions about his feelings and his looks as he glazes them the whole time. Talking about how he's wearing Ronaldo's aftershave.
I'm good, my friend. I'm look good.
You're looking very good. They're pretty. Are they like? Do you mind if I just?
Brother, what's that, brother?
And then just praising him for being a billionaire and then self-proclaiming himself as the GOAT.
I believe you are the greatest footballer to ever play the game.
Thank you.
I would not be surprised if Piers Morgan was also wearing CR7 branded underwear for that interview. It's just so cringe, the whole thing. It's two guys who are obviously not really friends. It's just a one-sided relationship because Piers wants to glaze Ronaldo, and Ronaldo is just happy to be glazed. In fact, if you actually go through Piers Morgan's old tweets, he was always a Messi guy. He just changed his tune when he spotted a good financial opportunity to get closer to Ronaldo. Now, I'm not blaming him for that. I probably would have done the same thing, but it just makes the interviews feel that much more inauthentic. Like I said, it's very one-sided. You got Piers sucking him off, and Ronaldo's just happy to have Piers there because he's being sucked off. Ronaldo loves a yes man, and Piers Morgan, he's the biggest yes man you're gonna find.
Oh yeah.
Now, what makes this interview so funny is that Cristiano Ronaldo, a man who's a literal billionaire, one of the greatest footballers we have ever seen, is sitting there pushing the same narratives as his jobless fans. Like, imagine the bottom of the barrel comments on social media. I'm talking about the most moronic, low IQ stuff that you see on Reddit, on Twitter, on Facebook. Now imagine all of those comments being read out loud by one of the greatest footballers ever. That's the Piers Morgan and Ronaldo interview. It's two parts of Ronaldo spewing some of the most moronic takes I've ever seen. Now, a lot of what he says sounds a lot worse taken out of context. A lot of people just put the quotes and they move certain words. Like, I believe there was one quote about him saying that Donald Trump can make things happen, and they framed it in a way that seemed like Ronaldo was supporting Donald Trump, but when I actually watched the interview, that's not what he was trying to say.
And you wrote on it to President Donald J. Trump, playing for peace. What did you mean by that?
If the world is in peace, it's our goal. He's one of the guys that can change or help to change the world. And it's my main goal. If we can help each other to make this happen, because I swear, I can't watch TV because
It's been awful.
But among the out of context quotes, some of the other stuff that he says, it just blows your mind. And the more that I listen to him, the more it makes sense why his own fans are so deluded.
I mean, yeah. The thing is that all the good shit is never gonna go viral.
Yeah.
So that's the first clip. Actually, I've never even seen that clip.
Yeah.
So that's good to see.
Let's start with his first take that went really viral, where he said the World Cup is not his dream anymore.
If you ask me, Cristiano, is a dream to win the World Cup? No, it's not a dream. Really? Yes. To win the World Cup, none will change my name in history of football. I'm not gonna lie.
You would love it, Cristiano, to win the World Cup.
Yeah, but not obsession. Please.
So I understand what you're saying.
I swear for my kids.
But I still think that image of you, if
I don't agree. I'm not agree.
Now, it was actually a two-part comment. He was basically saying that the World Cup is not
Not this clip right after.
his dream anymore, and then he followed it up by saying that why would he let a 7-game tournament define his legacy?
To
Bruh.
define what? To define if I'm one of the best of the history. To win one competition. 6 games, 7 games. You think it's fair?
Now, the second part of that comment
I love his experience. 6 games. I mean, that's what Champions League is as
Yeah,
well.
true.
Just FYI.
Every competition. The
Yeah.
Euros that you
Yeah.
go and lift the trophy after not even playing the
Playing
finals.
the final.
the 7-game thing, he's actually correct. I agree with him there. He phrases it very poorly, but I get what he's trying to say. He's saying that he's not going to let one tournament just define his legacy and everything that he has achieved, which is 100% true. The same thing applies to Messi. Messi winning the World Cup was just a cherry on top of a wonderful cake that is his career. Like, even if he had lost that, let's say Colomwani's shot goes in or he misses his penalty or whatever, he still would have been, in my eyes and other people's eyes, the GOAT. So it didn't change anything. So in that part, I believe Ronaldo is speaking facts. But then the first part is just a lie. There are so many clips of him saying it's his dream, it's his goal to win the World Cup with Portugal.
As I told you many times, my dream is to win something for Portugal national team, and I won both. There are 2 titles, which is make me feel happy. I win every club that I played with. But World Cup, it's a dream. It's a dream.
And why wouldn't it be? It's every footballer's dream. If you go back, there's quotes of Messi saying that he would trade his Ballon d'Ors to win the World Cup for his country. And it's the same thing with Ronaldo. If you look at any of his interviews from before 2022, he talks about how he wants to win the World Cup.
I will love it. And I think I deserve it.
I wonder what changed. Oh yeah, Messi won it. This is unfortunately a very common theme with Ronaldo. He discredits any award or tournament as soon as someone does it better than him. So let me give you an example. He had no issues with the Ballon d'Or when he had 5 of them. It wasn't until Messi won 8 that he started calling the award rigged.
Vinicius, that in my opinion he deserved to win the Golden Ball. It was unfair in my opinion. I say here in front of everybody. This is why I love Globe Soccer and continue to do it this galas, because you do it honest award. So this is very good.
He always used to speak about the Golden Boot.
I know I'm the only one who has 4 golden boots, but I want more. The 5th, the 6th if I can.
Then he stopped talking about it when Messi won more. And now it's the same thing with the World Cup. It used to be his dream. He spoke very highly of the tournament and wanting to win it for Portugal. And now it's apparently just a 7-game tournament that he doesn't really care about. For every footballer, the World Cup is the holy grail. But for Ronaldo, he doesn't care. Now, even if he believed that the tournament doesn't define him as a player, he would still want to win it though, right? And he kind of mentions that in the interview that he wants to be competitive and that Portugal will try to win it.
Of course, you want to win. Yeah, when you compete, you want to win.
But the way that he phrased the sentence, he could have done it so much better. He could have easily said, hey, I'm not going to let this tournament define me, but we're still going to do our best to win it. There's a reason.
But it's also, I'll give it to him because his first language is not English as well. But he has been speaking English for a really long time. So.
Yeah, and I think the main purpose of this video is just pointing out his hypocrisy.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I mean, people do change in the years. And I think it's just his coping mechanism right now.
Yeah, firstly, I think initially when Messi won 4, he said that the golden shoe is... what's it called? The golden boot, sorry. The golden boot is how you should judge players. And then suddenly when Messi had 6, then he's like, if you've won something with your country. And then this happened now, he's saying like Globe Awards. Like, are you like, serious?
That Saudi Globe Awards.
That award was created just for you, specifically for you. Yeah.
I get it, but it's okay.
He's very purposefully picking the words that he does and how he frames that sentence because he wants to downplay the tournament, simply because he didn't win it. Because before 2022, he never spoke about the World Cup like this. And if we use his own logic, then the Champions League is just a 7-game or 8-game, however many games it is now with the new phase, tournament. What about the Euros? I guess the Euros that he won in 2016, well, that was only just a 7-game tournament too. The logic just falls apart, and he could have framed it so much better, but he does everything on purpose. Every comment he makes, it's a backhanded throw at somebody, and usually it's Messi, because that's the guy who bothers him the most. His second take is that Argentina winning the World Cup isn't as shocking because they've won it before.
But it's normal. These countries, they are used to win big competition.
Yeah, exactly. If he just talked about the World Cup, it would be still like, okay. But he specifically targets Messi in his interviews on the air.
Brazil, if they win the world,
It just shows how much that little guy haunts him.
the World Cup, they will surprise the world. No. If the Portugal win the World Cup, which is possible, they will shock the world. Yes.
Now, this is a take that makes absolutely no sense. Now, if you watch the context of the interview, the word he uses is it's not as shocking as if Portugal wins it because Portugal have never won the World Cup. But again, it still, to me, doesn't make any sense what he's saying. Argentina and Brazil winning it in the past, winning the tournament multiple times in their history, does not discredit the people who win it now. Just because Maradona won it in 1986, that doesn't mean that Messi has to win it or that it's his rightful inheritance or whatever for him to win it again. Ronaldo and his fans think that Argentina just automatically won it because they've won 2 before. Like, no, it's still equally impressive. It's still equally shocking in Ronaldo's words when Argentina won it. Just because you're a big nation, that doesn't mean that you're automatically a favorite to win. It depends on how good that generation of the team is. For example, look at the team around Messi in 2014 and 2018. That's not a good team, but by Ronaldo and his fans' logic, Argentina have to win it, or it wouldn't have been that shocking if they won it in 2018 because they've won it in the past. That's just not how it works. Messi finally got a good team in 2022, some great players around him, a good generation of Argentinians, and that's when they were able to win it. The other thing is that Ronaldo has brainwashed his fans into thinking that Portugal is like San Marino or something. Yes, they don't have the long history and achievements of an Argentina or Brazil or Germany. But let's be serious.
Just look at the current Portugal team and tell me if the 2022 Argentina team was better. You can't.
Nah.
This is just the Portugal team is star-studded right now. Like, it's just like too many. But the only reason I feel they're not gonna win it is because there's too many egos there.
There's mostly the egos are like the attacking players are all
Everyone's
egoistic.
gonna try to be the leader and try to be. Whereas the 2022 team was basically 222 fanboys of Messi. Just
one king with his kingdom, just attacking. And I still feel the sad part is, I'm not the sad part. The thing is, I think Portugal can still win it.
They can
If
still win it. They won
make Ronaldo a super sub.
Yeah.
Because without him, they play like a fluid machine.
Because France is not playing well. I think there's Spain,
everyone.
which I think
Spain is actually a good competitor.
but I think Portugal should be one of the favorites to win.
Not the favorites, but one of the favorites.
Like, I'd say they're top 2.
Top 3. Like, I think France, Argentina, Brazil, and Portugal. So not Brazil, Spain. And
I don't think Argentina's even gonna be close.
they will be. Like, they still have the same players. Defense line is a little bit weak, but otherwise they're pretty strong.
Ronaldo has now been a part of 2 golden generations with Portugal. You want to tell me that team in 2004 that lost to Greece wasn't good? The team with Figo, Rui Costa, Helder Postiga. What about the team that lost to Morocco in 2022? Like, I get some of the Portuguese teams that Ronaldo was on were not good. Nobody was expecting him to win anything in 2010 and 2014. But the way this guy talks about Portugal and what he's done, you would think he's playing for India. Like, you've had good players around you. Even more now going into this World Cup. I mean, Vitinha was on the Ballon d'Or podium. Everybody tells me that he's the best midfielder in the world. Nuno Mendes is the best left back in the world. Then you have Rafael Leao, João Neves. Like, I don't know why he acts like he's going into battle with bums. Now, let's just assume his flawed logic is right. Let's just say it's less impressive or less shocking when the big nations... win because of their past. That would mean that his Champions Leagues with Real Madrid don't matter that much, right? Because Madrid have won so many Champions Leagues before he got there. If anything, that actually boosts Messi's legacy. Because before him, Barcelona only won one Champions League, and then he came in and they won 4. What about Ronaldo's Premier League titles with Manchester United? Those are not as impressive, right? Because United won so many titles before him, and they even won titles after him. What about his Scudettos with Juve?
So Real Madrid's won Champions League before and after him. United has won Premier Leagues before and after him. That just says a lot.
And Barca haven't
Yeah.
won anything,
Yeah.
pretty much.
You see how the argument falls apart? And the funniest part about Ronaldo is how many times his former teams continue to win after he leaves. United won multiple Premier League titles after he left. They only stopped winning when Sir Alex Ferguson retired. Madrid won multiple Champions Leagues after him. Yes, I know they struggled when he first left, and that is true. I'm not saying he didn't have an impact, but it didn't take long for them to get success again. But you see how flawed his logic is? Imagine telling Ronaldo, Mr. Champions League, that his UCLs mean nothing because Real Madrid had been winning before he got there. Historically, by the way, I know that the actual team he joined was struggling. But by Ronaldo's logic, the Champions League are not that important because Madrid won so many in their history. Anyways, as the interview went on, his takes got even worse. He started complaining about how the goals in the Saudi League should count towards the Golden Boot.
They should count like the goals to be the top scorer, the Golden Ball. Why they don't count Saudi League? Why?
The guy's playing in the desert at 40 years old and he wants the goals to count. I don't know why. Then he came out and said that scoring in Spain is harder than Saudi Arabia.
For me, it's more easy to score in Spain than score in Saudi.
Now, to be honest with you, I kind of understood his point here. At first, I thought he meant that it was easier for him to score in La Liga because back then he was in his prime. He was mainly talking about the weather, how it's very difficult to score in the heat of Saudi Arabia.
They can say Saudi League. They never been here. They never play here. They don't know what to run with 40 degrees. They don't know. And
Just FYI, that's where Messi won his, not Saudi, but that's where Messi won his World Cup. Just FYI.
still continue. And I repeat,
But again, the comment is just, it's hilarious. By the way, in the interview, he doubled down on the fact that the Saudi League is better than Liga.
and I repeat, the Saudi League is much better than Portuguese League, of course. French League is only PSG.
Anyways, the reason I find it hilarious is if you go to Ronaldo's quotes, especially in 2015, you'll see him basically making fun of Xavi because he went to Qatar at that time.
Corte que Xavi dice. Xavi juega en Qatar, no tiene interferencia ninguna jugada. No sé, ¿qué quieres que te diga? No lo sé.
Now this guy wants the goals in the Saudi League to count towards the biggest trophies and the biggest individual accolades. Then he claimed that he would score the same amount of goals in the Premier League.
Even in a bad year, I scored 25 goals. If I play in Premier League now, in the top team, I will score the same.
Now honestly, maybe he would. I believe in his last full season in the Premier League, he scored 18 goals. But to be fair, now he's 41. And I don't know any top team that would actually want him as their striker. Maybe he was talking about the Kazakhstan Premier League though, I don't know. And then on top of that, he still thinks he's better than Messi.
Do you believe you've earned the right to be considered the greatest of all time?
Of course.
Which is fine, at least when he makes these comments, these are ego comments, and I like that. I like a big personality like that in football. I have no problems when he says that he's the best. I mean, I don't agree with him, but I completely understand where he's coming from. If I was Ronaldo, I would think I'm the best too. The comments where he inflates his ego and talks about how great he is, that's actually very good for the sport. We need personalities like that. It's when he makes the moronic takes like Argentina winning the World Cup before, and how the Saudi League is like one of the best leagues in the world now, that's when I have a problem. But it's always hilarious that Messi somehow comes up in every single one of these interviews. If I had a bingo card for Ronaldo interviews, there would always be a box about Messi. And now some of you might say, well,
I think we should put a bet on those betting apps that we can
Is he gonna mention Messi?
Messi at least 50 times in
Yeah.
this interview.
Piers Morgan asked him directly. He was asking him about Wayne Rooney's opinion about Messi and Ronaldo. Yes, but you know how many times Messi has been directly asked this question and he's responded with a great answer? Just look at this clip.
Yo no compito contra Cristiano, ni mucho menos. Yo intento hacer lo mejor para mi equipo, para mi selección. Y sabemos que esto es algo de ustedes, los periodistas, que alimentan día a día a intentar de compararnos y buscarnos cosas por estadística, por juego, pero creo que ni él ni yo competimos el uno contra el otro.
This is how you answer the question when you are confident in your abilities, when you are confident in your own skin. But unfortunately, everything about Ronaldo's comments and interviews suggests that he's not over Lionel Messi. There is still a chip on his shoulder despite all of his achievements, all of his accolades. Because again, in the interview, he once again threw shots at Pele, reminding Piers Morgan that all of his goals were on camera.
You scored.
Please, for the love of God, please let him
Leave
rest
that
in peace.
dead man alone. But it's funny.
Yeah.
Because his
The
fans-
actual comment was actually funny, to be honest.
but also his fans and him
Yeah.
have the same comments. It's so funny.
I won't be surprised if he has like a Twitter
A bot account.
Yeah.
Pele CR7.
948 career goals now. So last week.
All with videos.
Exactly. So there's proof. I've heard you say that. You're right.
Which is a shot at Pele and his goal tally, because a lot of people, they don't believe that he scored as many goals as he says he did. Mainly because a lot of the footage back then is in black and white, even though a lot of his goals are on video. Now for Ronaldo, I was actually going through his goal catalog and I was looking for the World Cup knockout goals. I must have missed it when I was watching. The interview in general is pretty hilarious. I would recommend you guys actually watching it, because a lot of his quotes do get taken out of context and it changes what he's trying to say. But then a lot of his other quotes I actually think fly under the radar. What he says might not be that interesting, but when you watch it in the interview, in the situation that Piers Morgan is asking him, they become a lot more interesting. The funniest thing for me is finding how Ronaldo fans continue to defend this guy. He's one of the greats, an absolute unreal footballer. But that doesn't mean that everything that comes out of his mouth is facts. The more time goes on, the more he transforms into the old guy yelling at the sky meme. Despite all he has achieved, despite all he has done, it's very clear that he is not at peace yet. I think he's getting there with some of his answers, especially when it came to that Wayne Rooney question.
Wayne Rooney, your old colleague, said last week that he doesn't hate you. People have said that he did. He loves you. He called you a genius. He said you're much closer than people realise. But he still said Messi's better.
No problem. No problem.
But he still continues to throw so
I think Piers deep down knows he's just having fun with it.
Yeah. I think deep down, Piers Morgan actually prefers Messi.
Yeah.
That's why he's doing all of this.
He's like, what content I'm getting out of this man?
many shots at so many different people. There's realistically only one guy that's better than him in the history of football. So maybe that's why he's so obsessed with Messi. Because other than that, 99.9% of footballers cannot chat to CR7. To see how Messi and Ronaldo dominated an era of football, you have
150 subscribers, we do a live stream watching the Piers Morgan interview live.
The whole
Yeah,
the whole
live.
interview.
But it has to happen within a month. Otherwise, we are not.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, this video, I think he did a pretty good job on
Summarizing.
keeping it factual and keeping it unbiased.
I mean,
And
a
also
little bit biased.
crediting Ronaldo where it's due. I think he is one of the best footballers
For
ever.
sure.
But he is a 40-year-old man-child.
Yeah, I think eventually he will come to peace when he starts.
I don't
Stops
think he's ever gonna
completely.
come into
That is true.
like, I don't think so. I think
Yeah. I mean, that's
he's
how
a
he's
man-child,
grown.
and I think it's pretty evident that he loves attention. And it was clearly shown when Portugal were about to win the 2016 Euros, and he started whatever he was doing. No footballer has ever done that, just to gain camera, just so that he can get some footage out of it and get headlines from it. I've never seen anyone ever do that before. I think he needs help.
No. It is what it is. I mean, it is what makes him great as a. In
That
his,
doesn't make him great. That's
not
actually,
him,
yeah.
not him gaining the attention onto him, but like the ego he has built
Yeah,
to make himself feel like he's the greatest.
yeah.
That's what keeps him going, as well as just makes him better
Yeah.
every single day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that doesn't change the fact that he will always be second to Messi.
Yeah, even if he wins the World Cup, I think, I think
there's
it's too late
no
for
doubt.
him. I think if he wins the World Cup next year, I don't think it's going to help him. It's because he's not in his prime. If Portugal win it, I think it's going to be purely because of the team.
Yeah. But it might help some fanboys.
It's just gonna help
the
their
fanboys,
fans keep the debate
keep
alive.
the debate
yeah.
alive. Singing his name and
Yeah.
saying that it was all him still.
Yeah.
I still it's the funniest memes are the ones that just have the caption where Messi's outperforming everyone on the field or in the 2022 World Cup, and people just write the caption of like how FIFA helped Messi win the World Cup.
Yeah.
Anyways, great video.
Yeah.
Fun one.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts on this video and as also
Our takes on it.
Yeah. So yeah,
Cool.
so please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll catch you in the next video again. Thank you for watching. Thank you, brothers.
Take care, sisters. Bye.